Congrats, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Happy for you, man.
Thanks so much, bro.
So let's talk about so you've done that, and then like what was in between that? Like, I mean, you got to Bali. When did you come to Bali?
So I came to Bali December 2020, and the reason why I came here, hats off to Ralph. He became partners at Morabito the year before. However, long story short, I did come to Bali 2018 prior to the COVID pandemic, and I spent a month here.
Do you want to give a kind of like an understanding? Because I mean, Ralph was like a big dog in Canada.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you rolled with him. Do you want to give a bit of context on that?
Absolutely. So Ralph is a legend guy from back in Toronto. He started from like nothing. He was a server. He worked his way up and owned some of the most prestigious nightclubs in Toronto and had the biggest festival called BPM Festival. He's been in the game for like so long. So he's definitely someone I looked up to. And he was one of the main reasons why I decided to move to Bali during the pandemic and just follow his footsteps, man. So like he's a pivot and getting me to like take the leap of faith, moving from across the world from Toronto, which is like a 28-hour flight, to Bali and just literally restart from zero here. So I definitely got to give hats off to him.
Considering that he is an inspiration
for me that really come down here. But at the end of the day, he didn't give me a spoon in my mouth. Like, hey, everything's here you go. I just had to bust my ass here and make my name for myself.
Let's talk about that because first of all, when did you start nursing?
Nursing?
Yeah, because you've been nursing that drink. So I had not said that on any episode at all, but I'm only doing it to you because
Don't be like watching.
we like to party, okay?
I know, but it's kind of like 4:30 in the afternoon in Bali, but it's tequila o'clock in Bali. Place.
We got mojitos when we walk downstairs with my dad. It's fine.
All right.
Okay, so I think I really want to get into the nitty-gritty of you've come from a totally different country. Bali is the opposite of Canada, especially at that time. And you've busted your ass. You've proven yourself to be one of the best event throwers on the island. And I know with what you just said then, you know how to throw a party, like worldwide, let's call it this, right? What did you go through when you first started? You didn't know anyone, you only know Ralph.
Yeah.
And I want the context to be, if someone wants to go, and this could be different, it doesn't have to be about partying, but if someone wants to move to another country, but they still have to network and build themselves up, what did you use in your cadence to be able to network, get the right connections, start building the parties from scratch, and get to where you are now?
Great question, by the way. I think it's really important to like be authentic and have integrity in who you are. And it's very important not to reinvent the wheel. So I pretty much applied all the experience that I had in Toronto here. And I remember your network is your net worth. And if you fail once, get up and try again. I don't think failure is a good opportunity for you to learn from your mistakes and try again. When I first started adventure, I did take a couple of L's. Not all of them were successful, which was fine because I was still learning a new market. And what happened was I just went back to my grassroots, man. I did the same thing I did back at home. I threw a yacht party here on the pirate boat right before lockdown. And I was like, this is like, I knew that if I throw this party and everybody showed up, 150 people, there was an all white boat party. And I told myself, listen, if I throw this party, I'll make a splash on the island and say, yo, Drew can throw events. Mm-hmm. And it was successful for my end because everyone had a good time. They said they had a good time. And they followed up, like, when are you going to do your next event? And I had that holding on. And as soon as lockdown closed down, I reached out to Don Maria and asked them if I could do my hip-hop party there. And from there, they gave me a shot. And I ended up throwing one of the biggest hip-hop parties on the island on a Wednesday at Don Maria called Inno, which means innovate, which means a song.